Okay, in this video, we're going to learn how to shoot an enemy with a bullet in PICO-8. So I have my little guy here and I can shoot bullets, but when I shoot this bullet, my bad guy, he doesn't die, all right? Now, there are a lot of ways to do this. I'm gonna show you just the simplest, most stress-free way. So if you're busy, and you don't have time to like learn a million things, this is gonna be really good, really easy, okay? Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to make this enemy into an actual enemy that can move around, and we could eventually give it AI. I mean, not AI, but like we can give it behaviors and stuff, because right now this is just a sprite. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to actually make so right now we have our bad guys. Just I don't know. I have some functions in here. So there's 3 functions that sets up enemies, updates enemies, and draws the enemies. These are just in the main callbacks here. So I have draw enemies in the draw function. I have update enemies in the update function right here, and I have initialize enemies in the init function. Okay. So all I'm doing is just breaking these out into these functions so that it's less to look at. Okay. So what we really want to do is, instead of just drawing a sprite, which all that does is literally just put a image right there, right here. What we want to do is actually make an entry into a table that collects all of our enemies. This is almost the exact same thing as we did with our bullets, okay? Because we're making a bullets table, and then we're just going through the whole bullets table, and we're animating all of the bullets, and we're drawing all of the bullets in the bullets table. So same thing here. What we're going to do is make a table called ends for enemies, and that's just going to be blank curly braces like that. And then we're going to go through each of them when we want to animate them or something. So we could say for E in all ends do, and then whatever we want to do for each of those enemies. And we're going to do this for the update as well as the draw. Okay, and so let's actually put this sprite thing here into this loop. Okay, so what this is going to do is go through and find any entry in our table of enemies, and it's going to draw a sprite for that table. All right. The only thing that we're going to change here is this is going to be e.x and e.y. The reason this is e.x and e.y is because this e stands for the entry into the table. This can be anything. For bullets, it's b, just because b is short for bullets, e is short for enemy. So for each enemy and all of the enemies, do this, okay? And we're going to say e.x and e.y. So what we need to do is actually have an entry in there. So we'll need a way to just add an enemy. So let's just go ahead and let's just put that in the init, because I'm just going to make one enemy for now. So we'll just say add, and we're going to add it to a table. What table? The enemies table, comma, whatever we're going to add. So we could add, 5 or whatever. We could just add the number 5 to that table. It wouldn't really mean anything, but that's how we would do that. So instead of doing that, we're going to do 2 curly braces, and we're going to make our own table. So we're going to make an enemy, and he's going to have an x value. So x equals, let's do 100, and then y equals 60, like that. All right. So those are our two. Those are our 2 variables for this enemy. Okay, so we have one enemy in the enemies table, and it has an x and a y. That's what we're going to go do right there. So we should be able to just run this, and it should look exactly the same. Save, run. Yeah, there he is over there. So this is actually being drawn by going through the table and putting an enemy in right there. We can kind of test this by saying, let's add another one. And we're going to make this lower. So 190, save, run. So now we have one down here. Okay, so this is 100, 90. This is 100, 60. Okay, so we have 2 enemies in our table of enemies, and they're being drawn at different places. Now, Each of these enemies has these coordinates. When we shoot a bullet, the bullet will have certain coordinates on every frame. What we really need to do here is we need to compare the coordinates of the bullet with the coordinates of each enemy. So actually each bullet and each enemy. All right. So we need to loop through the bullets and we need to loop through the enemies and see how close they are. And if they're within a certain distance, then we're going to call that a hit and stuff is going to happen. Okay. So to do that, we're just going to loop through our enemies. Let's do that and say, for E in all enemies, do this. Well, for each enemy, we're going to loop through all of the bullets. For B in all bulls, do. And remember, this is exactly the same as this right here. For B in all bulls, do. Okay. We're animating the bullets. This, we're just going to check and see how close the bullets are. We're going to compare E.x and B.x. Okay. So let's say if the absolute value, this is a math thing and it means whether it's positive or a negative number, it's just going to basically figure out how far away it is from 0. So if it's -5, the absolute value of -5 is 5. The absolute value of 5 is 5. The absolute value of -235 is 235, right? So it just basically gets rid of, it doesn't care whether it's positive or minus, which is great. Because what we're going to do is say E.x minus B.x, okay? So if that is less than a certain threshold, so let's just say less than 8, then we're going to do stuff. We're also going to check it on the y-axis. So let's just copy this, Control C, and this. This is going to happen on the y as well. All right. So if those are within 8, then stuff is going to happen. Let's just say print. That's not going to work because this is an update function. So let's just say delete from the enemies table E. Okay, so that enemy is just going to disappear if that bullet hits him. All right. So if the bullet, so if E is, let's say this is, here's our bullet, and then here's our enemy. All right. And let's say our enemy is at 100, 50, and our bullet is at, this would be 90-ish and then 50. Those are not going to be within 8 of each other. They are on the y-axis, but not the x-axis. They're 10 away, right? But if we have the bullet kind of intersecting the bad guy here, we could have this bullet at, 99, 60, and then the enemy would be at 102, 60. Then what that's going to be is these 60s are within 8 of each other, and these are within 8, and so it should do this. Okay, so let's see if it works. Save, run. If I shoot this bullet, nothing happens over there, but if I shoot the bad guy, boom, he gets killed. Got him. Oh, I'm so excited. Boom. That's how we kill those guys. All right. Now you can add all kinds of effects and do crazy things and everything. You can have it just hurt it with health or something. You could have each enemy have a certain amount of health and have it just take down a certain amount when it gets shot. You can do all this kinds of stuff. But basically, right here is whatever happens when enemy is hit. That's what happens right there. So for now, we're just going to delete that from the table of enemies, which is going to delete the enemy. All right. So to review, what we're doing is we're making a table of enemies, just like we make a table of bullets. We're adding a couple of enemies here, and you would do this some other way probably, but just to add a couple enemies there for our test, that's what I'm using here. And then for every update, so on every frame, we're going to go through for each enemy, we're going to test each of the bullets. All right, so if there's 10 bullets, we're going to test all 10 bullets. If there's 10 enemies, we're going to test all 10 bullets for all 10 enemies. And we're going to compare whether it's close enough on the x-axis and close enough on the y-axis. And if it is, then we're going to do something. One of the things that we're probably going to do is delete the enemy, right? If he's supposed to die. And that's pretty much it. Then we're just drawing the enemies, which is, you know, normal standard stuff. And it works a lot like just the bullets do. The only real difference is we are checking to see if they're close enough. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. And now we can shoot bad guys with our bullets. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Hey, if you want to learn this kind of stuff and hang out with some people who are learning this kind of stuff, check out my dev school. All right. Game dev school. It's amazing. We have a classroom. If you are brand new to game development, we have the perfect place to start. This is called the Spawn Point. This is like the beginner course for beginner courses. All right. This is where you start, especially if you're busy, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed, feeling frustrated, maybe just feeling like you don't quite have enough time. These are nice little tiny lessons that you can just dive in when you have a chance. And then when you have a little bit of time, we have a PICO-8 full course, pixel art full course, some other goodies. It's going to be so much fun. All right. I want to see you in there. There's a link down in the description. I'll see you there.